India's youngest voters are no longer just a demographic pillar. They are becoming a political force. With Uttar Pradesh and Punjab heading towards crucial assembly elections, the Gen Z is emerging as a constituency every political party wants to win. What began as outrage over exam paper leak has turned into a wider debate over jobs, education and opportunities. The Cockroach Janta Party protests have turned youth anger into a political issue. Now, every party is scrambling to respond. It began with a simple question. If young Indians cannot trust the exams that decide their future, what exactly can they trust? That frustration has now spilled onto the streets. The Cockroach Janta Party started as a student movement against the neet paper leak, but today it has become a big movement. Thousands marched towards Parliament on July 20th, but police responded with tear gas and baton charges. Activist Sona Monchuk ended a 26-day hunger strike, yet the protests continue because for many young Indians, as they describe it, this is no longer just about exams, it's about their future. Political parties have noticed, with Punjab set to vote in 2027 and Uttar Pradesh following soon after, India's youngest voters have suddenly become the most valuable constituency. And the battle is not just happening on the ground, it's happening on Instagram, on X, on YouTube, on Reels, memes, viral hashtags, and now on streets also. The CJP itself grew almost entirely through social media, forcing political parties to enter a conversation they did not expect. That's why employment has become more than an economic issue. It's now an electoral issue. Government data paints a mixed picture with how many young voters are set in the poll-bound or poll-bound states. There are nearly 18 lakh young voters in the state of Uttar Pradesh, which encompasses to 21.19% of the electorate, while Punjab youth constitute to 21.44% of the electorate. But those numbers don't tell the full story. Among young people aged between 15 to 29, unemployment remains quite higher than the national average. And that's exactly why government recruitment, competitive exams, and paper leaks have become politically explosive. Education tells another story, one that's raising fresh questions. For the first time since the government began publishing higher education data, undergraduate enrollments have actually declined. At the same time, graduate and postgraduate numbers continue to rise. According to the analyses, the trend reflects changing career choices, skill-based education, and increasing competition for quality jobs. But politically, it adds to a growing perception among young voters that education alone is no longer enough. The BJP is treating the protests as a law and order issue. The opposition says it's about unemployment and accountability, as they have used the movement to attack the center. Different narratives, same target, India's youth. The protests may have started over examination papers, but they're now asking much larger questions. Can education still guarantee opportunity? Can governments deliver jobs? And perhaps most importantly, can any political party truly win Gen Z without first winning back their trust?